Okay, I'm back. From the last video I mentioned I had some problems with this switch here before. And I think the issue is it's a switch. Because the train will run that switch way over there just fine, but it won't want to run this one. So there's a few ways to fix this. Two are pretty simple. The third and fourth one, a little more complicated, so we're not going to deal with the first and second one. I won't be doing, but the first step would be, or the easiest solution would be just to basically change the switch out and see if that one works better. I'm not going to do that because I want to show some other ways to fix this. The second one to do would basically, this is a train I have problems with, is just replace it with a different locomotive. I have a couple other ones, and see if that fixes the problem and run this locomotive on another track we're going to build later, or I'm going to build later. I don't want to do that either, because I want to be able to run each train anywhere on the track I'd like to. So what I'm going to do is build circuits that can help this switch work a little bit easier. I did take this switch apart and I really couldn't find anything inside wrong with it. I put a little grease on the slider in there thinking maybe that would make it easier to go back and forth. It doesn't. In this situation, I added on my bypass track, I actually added a box this time, and I added the selector switch for each side. That powers that train. This way powers this train. I think the issue though I'm having, why it's doing it, is if you look at this locomotive here, if I can move it down a little. See it, this train has these guide wheels on the front. I don't think they're heavy enough or making contact good enough with this thing, with this anti-derailing circuit here. I tried sanding these down a little bit to clean up the surface, and it really didn't help very much. It will go through this way fine, just not this way. I don't understand that, why that is. So I'm going to go ahead and power this train up, just to get it out of the way for right now. And I can show why I put a kill switch on here. So I'm going to kill power to either of these tracks. I can bring power up back to this main track. I have power on all this now still. Now it's hard to see, but that little LED is on. Not very. I think I need to take some of the resistance out of it so it lights up brighter. It is what it is. So the first thing I did to try to correct this situation is I extended this trigger on the anti-derailing circuit, and I did that. I used a piece of isolated track, and I did that by, you can go back and see what I did to make those. I insulated the third rail out here, and I removed the plastic pin that would have been here, replaced it with steel, and moved the plastic one down to here. So this is basically just going to trigger this switch to turn earlier, so it gives it a little more time to go ahead and do that. And that seems to work. The other way to do this, which also has a benefit, I'm going to put another piece of insulated track in here. I put a plastic pin here and here, so this is completely separate from the loop. And basically when the train goes around, as soon as I arc it, I tied in the crossing guard with it, I tied in the relay with it, so the relay comes on, and as before, this contact between the white wire and the black wire on the other side, it's just a dry contact, comes back around to here and triggers that on its own. The reason I did this other relay circuit is if you come up with a switch that does not have an anti-derailing circuit in it, an older one, I do not have one to show, you can add one of these circuits here and here. Now the switch would have to be, the second have to be going to this pin here, but you can make it an anti-derailing circuit out of any electric track if you want it to. So that's kind of my goal, what we're going to do, or what I did with this. I don't know too much more about it. We can definitely see that if I take away this relay circuit and dismantle it, or just disconnect it, when the train goes over, it won't do anything. I can arc that out, simulating the train. It does absolutely nothing. The light comes on, but I ain't got power to go to the relay. Here, if I bring this back, I can still arc out the, it'll automatically bring the train back like that. So that's the idea, is how to fix that. I definitely do not want to take any of the trains off the track. I want to be able to run. And my goal is to run 4 of them, possibly get away with 5. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. So I'm at 2 right now. So any questions, comments, better ideas how to do this, please leave a comment, suggestion, like. I appreciate them. Thank you.